Hi you guys, so finally back to anime unboxings, and to be honest, with the upcoming schedule between now and end of May and start of June, it's going to be quite busy, so please look forward to more unboxings and I look forward to buying more anime yet again. So yes, I have been on hiatus, but I'm finally back, and we're going to kick it off with Your Lie in April Part 2. So immediately, greeted with some really nice artwork from the Aniplex release. Having Kosei, Tsubaki, I think. I was actually watching the first part last night since part 2 is getting released, and for what I've seen last night. Very, very enjoyable indeed. I look forward to watching the rest of it. Quite enjoying the music so far, as well, since it is a music anime. So you got your blurb, pictures, whatnot. So don't forget, Region B, 2 discs. So you have episodes 12 through 22. We have a bonus booklet this time. And as we can see here, and we can see obviously the art box is bigger. So obviously, for any of you that bought part 1 or seen my video on part 1, you'll know that there was a production issue. And they've started releasing the replacements for them, which hopefully I should get real soon, because I've already had my dispatch email for it. So hopefully that will be up on the channel soon. I will cover that as well. So, typical fashion, just pull that off. 2 small glue dots to reveal the back with the Kaori. Just get rid of these glue dots, because we don't need them. You don't want them on your set, obviously. Just at the moment. There we go. So yeah, the digipack, the art box is looking really nice. So let's see, give it the old test. Will it come out? And yes, it does. It slips out. So that's already a big plus. Now, one of the things I didn't appreciate really was the new packaging, so to say, because that managed to happen. And what I'm saying is that it got shipped to me in one of these horrible card things. Don't appreciate that too much, let's put it that way. Not too happy about that. So everything slips out nice and fine, so it seems like the dimensions of our art box are perfectly fine. Had no problem getting it out, unlike part 1 if you've seen it. So, here we have the digipack. Very nice artwork as always, with Kaori and Kosei. Looking very nice. Enjoying the design on that. So here we have the spine. So if we just take a quick look at part 1, the design of the spine, as well as the art boxes, really. They go that way, so you can see the consistent artwork, which I actually really like. I like it when we have box sets that have consistent artwork, even so much so for our digipacks. Lovely little artwork that's consistent throughout. One thing that I felt was absent on Sword Art Online. I felt Sword Art Online was a missed opportunity with the spines being cohesive artwork, such as like Mother's Rosario and what's that little arc? Excalibur. Like, you could have easily had Yuki and Asuna back to back on that one, unfortunately, but they didn't do it. So what have we got? So we have our discs with Tsubaki and I can't remember his name. I've only watched like the first 4 episodes. I should know them, but you know, whatever. So here we have disc 1, 12 through 18, and here we have disc 2, 19 through 22 plus extras. I'm actually curious to find out whether or not they've solved the issue with the Blu-rays, because on the part 1 we have the issue with no pop-up menu, despite it being a Blu-ray. So I guess I'll have to check that out. Lovely little reflection. But here we have a lovely snowy backdrop of a power pylon thing. Very pretty indeed. It is a very gorgeous anime. It's lovely art style. The one thing that I'm still trying to get used to is the comedy sketches and the art style that accompany them. And unlike part 1, this thing is completely secure. Glue dots all around the digipack. All in all, so far, it's all green. I really like the look of it. There's no damage. There's no damage to it despite coming in that cardboard packaging, which I'm a little surprised actually. The last thing I had in one of those were damaged. I had no problem getting the digipack out. Digipack is all glued down. Everything's nice. So far, very, very happy. Other than this coming out, but you know, that thing happens. Here we have the art book with Carrie on the front and a little pattern design on the back. So here we have the, I believe one of the artworks from the first digipack on there, and greeted with your line April. So there's no contents page, so let's just flick through quickly of the contents of our beloved art book. So like I said in part 1, I had speculation of there being additional space, but it seems that it was just a production error, so unfortunately we can't expect a soundtrack or a big hefty art book. But at least we get a bonus being something like this as a booklet. And especially since really the artwork for Your Line April is lovely for what they manage. Not only does the series look beautiful, but like the actual promotional art and still images and whatnot all look great. So it looks like it's just all artwork, no sort of text or any interviews. Yep, just literally set pieces and promotional art for the series. So if you do like your art, it's a nice little piece for the spectacle, the gorgeous spectacle that is Your Line April. And there we have it. Part 2. All nice and yeah. I'm rather impressed to see how it's gone. You know, there hasn't been any production issues. I think Anime Limited are getting a little behind on some of the I think with that sleeve in the actual the blurb thing in there, like I'd like to do. I think stopping that from coming out actually, because that actually bends a little inside, so I've got a feeling that's a bit bigger than the art box. So if you keep the backs like me, you might have to put that somewhere else. If you're like me, that is. Otherwise, fits back in quite nicely. Anyway, like I was saying, I do feel that Anime Limited are getting a little behind on their announcements for their box sets, because again, I had a feeling this would be put back because oh, it does fit. They did say the dimensions wouldn't fit, but it seems it does fit, and you can get it out relatively easily. So, I mean, you can. It's recommended that you apply for a replacement because it is a bit of a tight fit. You know, if you got this, you can apply for a replacement pretty easily. Just send an email in to Jeremy with your receipt, or if you haven't got anything like that, just talk to me. I'll help you out. You know, they're human; they don't bite. But yeah, I think they're getting a little behind on their announcements because, like, again, because of so little news about Your Line April Part 2, I felt like it wasn't coming or it was going to be delayed because there's just so little news. And then a week before its release, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is happening, which, you know, just seems like a little, yeah. So I hope that they can improve on how they go about announcing news about their releases and not leave us on hiatus for a little bit, but we'll see. So Your Line April Part 2, the replacement has been dispatched, so I'm hoping for that to come real soon, so I can have that up on the channel, whether it be across the weekend or next week. But we're back finally, a new anime release, voice is back, rather than the Steelbooks from, like, what was it, February I think it was? No, that was Gurren Lagann, it was March. So it's been nearly 3 months since I last did an anime unboxing, a proper one. And I look forward to spending more and getting more box sets that have my interest. So I hope you guys look forward to that, and I certainly hope you look forward to me coming back and enjoying these box sets with you once again. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please look forward to more unboxings, and I shall have Your Lie in April up, the replacement, hopefully soon, and we can do a bit of a comparison and see what they've improved, and to see what comes with the release, because they haven't shared the details on that. So we'll see. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking out my unboxing. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being patient. And as always, have fun and take care.